I visible and audible properly to you?
Yes, ma'am. Visible and
All
audible.
right. So, Assalamu alaikum, Osama.
Alaikum
And
assalam wa
how have you
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
been?
Fine,
Okay.
thanks.
Earlier we had a conversation, and in that conversation you upload that video on your channel. So, how's your channel
Okay.
and everything is going on?
Yes, ma'am. Everything is going
Okay.
perfect.
All right. So, as I know, earlier we had a conversation, so I know about you, but I would like you to give your introduction, a brief introduction.
Okay, ma'am. You already know my name is Oshama. I live in Bihar and have a family of 5 members. In my education qualification, I pursue BSc and also I have been teaching in private school since last year. I taught science subject. Apart from that, I also running a YouTube channel. My channel name is Oshama English, where I upload conversation type videos. My hobbies include watching YouTube videos, these days learning English spoken, and I am very much fond of listening poetry. That's all.
Oh, that's a lovely introduction. So, yeah, already you know about me, but still I want to give an introduction, a brief introduction of mine. So, my name is Shabnam and I'm from Navi Mumbai. And also, I'm a pharmacist. By profession, I'm a pharmacist and I'm a trader as well. I have been doing trading for a long time, for the 4 to 5 years. So, yeah, this is all about which you already know, but just we
Yes.
are talking first. I'm going to upload this video first time, so that's why a brief introduction should be there. All right. So, as you mentioned, you love reading poetry.
Listening poetry, yes, sir.
Okay, listening poetry. Reading, not reading.
No, ma'am, not really.
Okay. So, listening poetry in Hindi, in which language do you prefer to listening? In Hindi only
Hindi,
or in English?
Hindi.
Okay, Hindi. So, poetry is difficult. Like the word, the sentences the poet use, it's a kind of witty sentences, I must say. And you like, so do you understand each and every, because they use a pure Hindi in that poetry. So, do you understand
Yes,
properly?
yes, ma'am, I understand.
Okay, all right. So, which do you teach also? So, which subject do you teach in your school?
Science.
Science. Okay. And which class? Do you take which class for this?
Class from UKG to 6th standard.
UKG
6th
to sixth
standard.
standard. All right. So, I think that science is also in the Hindi language.
No, ma'am, in private school. I am teaching in private school.
Okay, you teach in private school. That means all the subjects are in English. So, definitely you don't need separately read any book. You you are bound to read those books. So
Yes,
in
ma'am.
this way, on the pretext of this, you can do your practice also, because most of the
Yes,
time
ma'am.
people say that breathing is equally important in the spoken journey. So that's a great
Yes.
thing. And all right, so do you have any question for me, or otherwise, one thing in my mind, I would like ask something about the neighbors. So shall I start, or do you want to ask something?
You shall start.
Okay, all right. So you live in a village area, I think. Do you
Yeah,
live in a
ma'am.
village area?
I live
All
in a
right.
village.
So you must have lots of neighbors.
Yes, ma'am.
I
Yes.
would like so like any neighbors do you like a lot, and what qualities do you feel okay, this is the quality that particular person has, that's why I like this neighbor a lot. So like any, does any person exist
Yes, ma'am.
as a neighbor?
In my neighbor, one family is a type of helpful neighbor or supportive neighbor.
Okay.
Supports every
Mhm.
time. Also, I want to take money as borrow in my family, or I go to far away from my home. Her family protect my things and also protect my property. Also watch my everything. Supportive neighbors exist.
Mhm. All right, all right. So that's a great thing. We all should have good neighbors. And my point is that what do you think? Like, what kind of activity we can do in our personal life so we can maintain the relationship, good relationship with the neighbors? What do you think about your opinion? What's your opinion on it? What the
In
activities
my
we can do? Hmm.
in my opinion, at first maintain privacy. No need to
Hmm.
introduce special gossip, special work. try to maintain the distance, keep in distance.
Yeah.
Everyone have own relationships, own conflict in between the family members or in between the um, working place. No need to uh, take decisions, no need to go directly her home and take that this is right, this is wrong. I think maintain privacy.
Mhm. That's a really delightful point which you have mentioned, and we are on the same page. I also agree with the same thing. Privacy. And speaking of the privacy, one thing I remember, there is a famous proverb like good fences make good neighbors.
Yes,
Good fences
yes,
make good neighbors. That means how we make fences for protect our property. The same thing, and that particular sentence emphasize the importance of the privacy. We should give the privacy to our neighbors as well. It's okay. Like maintaining and building a good relationship with the neighbor like required effort, and also sense of community also we require, but same times simultaneously we need required to not interrupt in their private life. It's not good like over and over we should interrupt in their privacy, so that's not a good thing. And do you have any all points, like this is the first point I must agree with this, and this is the crucial point I must say, but apart from this point, do you have any other point in your mind regarding like maintaining relationship with their neighbors?
yes, ma'am. Some neighbors are noisy type, always
Hmm.
making loud noise, prefer to uh, in parties, in music or other activities, make noise. Sometimes disrupt the peace of the neighborhood. At that time, need cool mindset. If you
Hmm.
are
Correct.
if you are in this neighborhood, if you are a neighbor, that time you should also maintain. Everyone have their own desire. They
Hmm.
want to make light. No matter one day or 2 day, it's enough. Everyone, everyone due to noise feel uncomfortable. He or she also off the loudspeakers after 1 day or 2 days after party. No need to go to at that time and tell that of the loudspeaker. This is the
Hmm.
conflict. Everyone not want to fight in village. If your community 10, 100 family exist, in 100, 90 is good. 90 are supportive. Only 10 are something different. Try to meet in case of 10 family, mm, maintain cool mindset.
Yeah, definitely. Surely, like, and this is also, I must say, it's a phenomenal point which you have told again. Second point. So, maintaining behavior with the neighbors.
Yes,
Like, we can't expect all the neighbors, they are good and cool mind. So, few are there, we have to manage with them.
yes,
I
ma'am.
remember like one neighbor there. Like earlier, we used to live somewhere else, and there was a neighbor, and he was in pugnacious nature. And most of the time, what he did, he he put his garbage in front of our door, and because of that sometime we got also frustrated, like what, and because of that we got uptight also many times. But what happened, like when I talk about my father, so he is a cool mind personality and compassionate also, he tried to make him understand many times. So what happens, sometimes we have to take a step, we have to make them understand in those kind of people. It's not, we can't expect like okay in one go that other person, opposite person is going to understand in a easy way. So sometimes we have to take a strict action for those kind of people. So this
Yes,
is
ma'am.
also a good thing. And if we maintain a good relationship, so it is also helpful for us. Whenever we go outside anywhere, so they can keep an eye on our properties, on our thing, and if any kind of suspicious activity they find, they will inform us. So this is
Yes, ma'am.
also a good thing, like maintaining good. But yeah, the person to person is where it varies from person to person. We can't expect like okay other person is also going to understand every each and everything is in a one go or within a 1 second. So yeah, these are the both points are correct, and I totally agree with you. All right. So, and what do you think? Like, if we maintain a good relationship with the neighbors, so is it beneficial for us? And what kind of benefit we can get from this? Because I told you one benefit. I told you that if we maintain a good relationship, so they can keep an eye every time
Yes,
whenever we go outside, and after that they find anything, then they inform us. And apart from this, do you feel any good activity, any good benefit of this maintaining a good relationship?
yes, ma'am. Obviously, if we are maintain good relationship, it is beneficial. Suppose that we have kids. Suppose that we have two kids. If our mm, if our relationship with our neighbors are not good, then our impact this impact on our kids. Our kids and neighbors' kids not playing with each other, not make friends, not going to visit any place. If we are maintain good relationship, our kids also gets motivated. Our kids also learn many things from environments. Environments is impact very much because every speakers, minimal YouTubers, motivational speakers told that we are we are the result of the five people around us. So that try to maintain good relationship with the environment, with the neighbors.
Yeah, surely. You're saying correct. Like whatever the environment and the ambience our kids see, so they follow up the same things. This has
Yes, ma'am.
happened with every person. If we do quarrel, or if we have a spat or verbal altercation with our neighbors, so what happened? The kids also going to learn the same thing. So it is not good for their future, and somewhere it impact their brain also. They're going to learn the same thing in their life, and after that they will follow the same thing in their practical life. So this is correct. We should maintain, like, we on the single or a small triflies, we should not make a create any scene, and we try to maintain that that spat with like normal. We try to maintain with the normal activities. And I must say, like, maintaining a relationship with the neighbors, it's a effort. We have to give effort for this. It's not difficult. Like, it's not easy. It's not cakewalk maintaining
Yes,
relationship, because sometimes we have to manage with our behavior. Maybe
yes,
it's not your behavior to keep calm most of the time, but still, in such situation, we have to manage or sacrifice with our behavior to maintain a
yes,
good relationship. Yeah,
yes, ma'am.
and this is also good benefit. If we maintain a good thing, then it directly, like, it's a directly impact on our kids' mind also. Yeah, this
Yes,
is
ma'am.
also a good answer, and I'm totally uh, satisfied with your answer. It's quite enough, quite good. Okay, all right. So yeah, I have this question in my mind, and I have asked you. So, do you have anything about this, like neighbor, or something else? Do you want to ask to me?
Ma'am, difficult neighbor. When any neighbor raise voice against me or work wrong things and also want to fight, also show bravery. At that time, I am frustrated and I am thinking about how I manage. This is doing wrong
Mhm.
and showing bravery. At that time, feeling bad because I am sacrifice everything, trying to maintain cool mindset, trying to maintain good relationship. But in front, mm, who are not understand what I am thinking,
Mhm.
who understand he is rich, he is want to achieve my land, achieve my thing. He is telling wrong. At that time, conflict occurs. Uh,
Mhm. So
that
you are saying about the problem, like, okay, I'm, because what happened, there
yes,
is
ma'am.
need to tango. Like, it's not possible if you are giving effort and other person is not giving effort. So only you can't do anything for that. So equally, that person is also contribute in making the relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
So yeah, this is also like a quite a good, like, not a good, but it's a vital problem
Yes,
in
ma'am.
order to make the good relationship. So in that condition, what we can do, either we can condemn that person, ignore that person, most of the time like we can ignore. First of all, we try to make them understand, okay, this is not a good thing,
Yes.
because of your this behavior we are suffering a lot. So we can first of them we can make them understand. And if also, like if we have neighbors, so neighbor has the family members, they have family member. So we can if any person in the family they are a good person who can understand the things easily, so we can directly go to that person, and whatever the problem you are facing you can say, and after
Yes.
that that particular person make them understand. If it is work, then otherwise second option you can ignore that person, not try to involve in that particular verbal altercation or something else. Then what we can do all. And also uh, I feel this is the only two we can do. Either like ignore that person, or try to like family member if there anyone
Yes.
with whom we can do discussion. And apart from this, any point do you know? Like we can, what can we do if other person is not ready to understand anything?
Apart from that, finally
Because it's not good
conflict.
quarreling with that person and
Yes,
fighting with that person. So
but
practically it's
finally
not good.
occurs. No
Finally
one
occurs if
wants,
other
but
person not
finally
under.
occurs.
At the end, like the situation after that, eventually we have to fight that person
Yes.
if that person is pugnacious in nature and he is not ready to understand the things. Then what shall we do? But I think there might be some other points available which can be infused in our practical life. But personally, actually I live in a Mumbai area and we live in buildings. So in buildings what happen, we have a few flats in a one floor, on one floor, like the 4 and 5 flats, and most of the people they are working, so in daytime they go outside for the working purpose, and when they come back, so it's around night time, so hardly we interact with each other, and most of the time we never interfere in our personal life. Yes, if any kind of function is there, and so we try to involve in that function, and whatever we have conversation we do in that function only. Apart from this we hardly interact. Like earlier it was like that, when the neighbors, lots of neighbors were there, so they, especially I'm talking about the female, they were talking to each other after finishing their household chores. They used to sit in a particular place and they try to do lots of things, and especially in that, in those activity, in those chit chat, they used to gossiping related to the personal life of other families. So that was not good. Now it, like now I must say, like time has changed and the things also has changed, have changed. So it's depend on the area, and also like in, I live in the city area and you like in the like village kind area. So most of the time it depends on the area as well. But yeah, like we have to find out the solution, appropriate solution to solve the problem.
Yes, man.
All right,
In
so
village, in village, 2 or 3 years before I have seen my village, 5 or 10 women's during evening for around 4 o'clock sit at a single place and gossiping with other family.
hmm, this happened
This
earlier, it was happening.
it's after some days uh, becomes
Now
becomes
in
fighting.
in villages nowadays also happen these things. I'm
Yes,
not
ma'am. But
saying about the city areas, but still in villages this things is going on.
yes, ma'am.
And
But
these things are going on, yeah.
in comparison of 5 or 10 years before, now the percentage is down.
Earlier
Wo- uh,
people used to engross in
Yes,
those
ma'am.
activities a lot. Now it has like
Yes.
reduced. Correct, correct. All right, Osama. So I feel like I didn't notice the time. Like we are running short of the time, and it's already like 20 minutes, because we
Oh
can't
my God.
make a lengthy video. It's
Yes,
not
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
useful for the viewers. Also, they are not going to watch the lengthy video. So it was really a delightful conversation with you, and we
Thank you.
discussed lots of point about the neighbors, then how we maintain a good relationship, and if difficulties will arise, so how we'll tackle that situation. So yeah, I enjoyed that conversation really, and hope
Enjoy.
this conversation is also useful for you, and you will
Yes,
get some
ma'am.
knowledge, some idea from that. And on the basis of this you can also find out what are the ways available, if the
Yes, ma'am.
person is bellicose kind of personality is there, so how I can tackle that situation. So you will also get some idea, and you will try to find out more like options, because we were discussing, we discussed only 2 points which
Yes, ma'am.
I have in my mind. So you can find out you what others way are available. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So all right then. Bye. See you. Like I'm looking forward to
Thank
meeting
you.
you very soon again.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Bye.